This is Food for the Soul Daily Devotional, day number 5. We're going to continue with prayer, the topic of prayer. We talked the other day, the prayer that Jonah gave. And it's very important that we continue talking about different types of prayer that different people prayed in different states of mind. He was praying because he was going in the opposite direction. But this one was different. I want you to keep in mind these words. Broken doesn't mean defeated. Inside of each and every one of you is a soldier, is a warrior that God is preparing to be able to fight the good fight, to be able to stand up. But sometimes we need to be broken to be able to find that inner warrior, inner soldier inside of us. And this story talks about that person, a person that way, that was in anguish. In First Samuel 1:1, there's a portion in it that talks about how it says Anna was in deep anguish, crying bitterly as she prayed to the Lord. What was she praying to the Lord about? She wanted to have a kid. She was barren, in other words. It's another word for couldn't have kids. And that was her anguish. She was broken. And sometimes when we're broken, we cry bitterly, and we cry out to Him in a way that sometimes we usually don't. Have you ever been broken? You would know. Have you ever been in a state of mind where you think you just, God, like I don't know what else to do? This is a prayer she prayed after. My heart rejoices in the Lord. The Lord has made me strong. Now I have an answer for my enemies. I rejoice because you rescued me. No one is holy like you, Lord. There is no one beside you. There is no rock like our God. Stop acting so proud and haughty. Don't speak with such arrogance, for the Lord is a God who knows what you have done. He will judge your actions. I'm pretty sure many people probably talk so much trash. Oh my gosh, this girl can't have babies and this and that. Oh, what must she have done? The bow of the mighty is now broken. In other words, the bow and arrow of her enemies is broken. Probably all those things that were triggered or targeted towards her, she said, ain't happening no more. Ain't gonna be bringing me down. You're gonna be shooting arrows of defeat towards me. And those who stumbled are now strong. She's talking about herself. She thought, I was probably weak. I've stumbled plenty times. Her anguish. She's like, nah, I'm strong now. Okay? Those who were well-fed are now starving, and those who were starving are now full. The childless woman now has 7 children. The revelation that God had given her in the sense of it all while she was like rejoicing. The childless woman has now children. Have you heard a story like that? Are you close to anybody who couldn't have a child and now has a child? I don't know. I was Team Boy, for those who don't know. As you can see, yep, that's right, Team Boy. It's a reminder to each and every one of us that prayers can be answered, and the power of prayer is just amazing. And the woman with many children wastes away. The Lord gives both death and life. He brings some down to the grave, but raises others up. The Lord makes some poor and others rich. He brings some down and lifts others up. He lifts the poor from the dust and the needy from the garbage dump. He sets them among princes, placing them in seats of honor. For all of the earth is the Lord's. All of the earth is the Lord's, and He has set the world in order. He will protect His faithful ones, but the wicked will disappear in darkness. No one will succeed by strength alone. Understand that you cannot do this with your own strength. You will not do this by your own strength. You think you could do it because you have the intelligence, the wisdom that you think you have. Ain't gonna happen, because by your own strength, you won't be able to get there. Okay? My dad, at one point, he strongly believed that the food that was set on our table was because of him, because he worked. He was a man of the house. Back then, it was like, hey, I'm the breadwinner. The wife stays home. And I'm not talking about, we live in different times now, but the mentality was, hey, I put the food on the table. God took his job away for about, I think, a year-ish. And that year, no, we didn't do well for her. We relied on faith alone, my mom. And we ate the best, we clothed the best. And my dad understood at that point that it wasn't by his strength that there was food on the table. It was because God's grace and the love he had for him that he gave him his job. But we ate the best that year. We clothed the best that year. So understand, it's not by your own strength that you're going to be able to get to where you want to get. Those who fight against the Lord will be shattered. He thunders against them from heaven. The Lord judges through the earth. He gives power to his king. He increases the strength of his anointed one. That was the prayer of Hannah. Remember, she was broken. And now, where did she get this from? She's about to give her son away, a part of her away. And she is like on top of the mountain, like, bring it on, There is nothing more beautiful than to see someone who's been broken, lifted up, and risen to this height. Because each and every one of you can be placed in this situation. How many of us have been broken? I'm pretty sure each and every one of us at one point have felt defeated. But the beauty of being broken is that you are not necessarily defeated to the full extent, because it's in the midst of being broken that God begins to build you up. He starts putting all those pieces together, and the pieces that didn't belong in your life, he says, I'll take that away. I'm going to put that over here. You didn't need that piece anymore. Okay? You were carrying a little too much. But let me piece you back together according to how I want to. Not the way Jeff, not the way, your parents want to put you back together, the way the Holy Spirit, the way that guides your parents to do so. The way our Father in heaven wants to put you together. He wants to guide you and show you the way, because in each and every one of you, no matter your age, there's a warrior inside willing to fight. And those bows that people have been saying about you, those arrows that people have probably been saying about you, bows, not bows saying, but I mean the representation of the bow of people sending you like bad things or saying things about you, or just the things that the enemy, that Satan wants to shoot against you to bring you down, is broken. God bless you, each and every one. Have a wonderful day. This was a blessing to me. I'm hoping it's a blessing to you. I love you.